Hey guys, welcome back to our new video. In this video, we are going to create our own website performance analyzer. Sounds cool, right? So, what we are gonna achieve is we will be able to analyze the performance of any website you want. You can just input your website URL and then see what are the performance metrics. And we'll be covering just the basic metrics for this video. Let's try a demo. So, I'll be checking the performance of this website. Let's see. So as you can see, we will have some of the key metrics like total load time, DNS lookup time, server response code, SSL time, connection time, and the page size. So you can, after looking at these metrics, you can analyze how the performance is responding to the client. You can try with another website. You can check this one. As you can see, you will have the output similar in the similar way. So let's build this together. Okay. Let's start our task. So I'll create the HTML and I'll name it as website performance analyzer. This is good. Okay. So you can see the title here. And now I will be including these two CSS here. And these are for designing purpose. One is the bootstrap while another one is the font awesome. So that I can use the classes provided by them. Okay, let's get going then. Let me create a div with class something like bg gradient purple. Let's see. So I need to provide custom css for it. Bg gradient purple. Let me add some content here so that I can see the background. Let me set the background for it. I'll be using linear gradient, maybe 135-degree with some color codes. Let me use 6366 f1 with 0% and followed by 8b5 cf6 100%. Yeah, and this is what I wanted. Okay, so inside it I will have to create some more elements. Let me create container. This is the class provided by bootstrap, and inside it I'll give h1 with the same title. Let's see. Okay, getting into some shape now. So for the h1 I'll have to provide some classes like text center. Okay, and display 5 maybe. Yeah, it is good. And margin um, bottom would be probably 3, and then font weight can be bold. Okay, this is cool. Also, what I need to do for this element, I'll have to make text white. Yeah, and then similarly padding y5 and shadow small. Okay, the header looks nice now. Maybe this should be enough for now. Let's move on to the next part. Let me add some paragraph tag here, and I will say maybe get detailed insights into your website's performance metrics. You can change this whatever you want. Yeah, I also need to add some classes here, and these are the bootstrap classes. Text center, lead. Let's see. Okay, looks good. And margin bottom, I don't need any margin bottom here. And let's just make the opacity to 75. Okay, this looks really nice. Now the header part should be done for with this one. Let's move on to the next section. Let me create a container with margin y5. Inside it I'll create a class with card, and inside card I'll create a form. Action would be the same page, same script. Method would be post. Okay, and inside form Let me create input group, input group, input group LG. These are all the classes provided by Bootstrap, and I'll create a span with input group text, border 0, and busy white. I'll use icon here, and I'll use the font awesome for the icon. Text primary. Yeah, this is getting into some shape now. Okay, so after this span, I'll have to create the input. Type equals text, name equals URL, maybe placeholder equals enter website URL. Maybe I can give an example like https website.com. Now finally I need to provide some classes: form control, border 0, shadow none. Maybe this should be enough. Let's see. Yeah, this is great. Okay, this is quite cool. Let me close that bracket. Okay, we're done with this thing. So I need to add a button here, right? So for the button, after the input tag, I'll create a button. Type equals submit, because I'll be submitting the form, and class equals btn primary with px4, and inside it, let's say analyze. Yeah, this is fine. And I will have to use a icon as well. So I'll use font awesome here, FA tachometer, alt with ME2. Let's see. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, we're done with this input box as well. So now what we need to do is we need to create, after the card element, we will create the sections for the results, right? For these results, we are just creating the design for now, and we'll be making it dynamic later on. So let's go with the design first. Class equals row, and inside row I'll have cool md4. Okay, this is for the cool md4 is for this one, total load time. So let me create it. I'll create a card. Okay, so let me uh, add more css to it. I mean the class. I don't need border, shadow sm only for the small devices, and height 100. Let's see for this one, not this one, for this one. Okay, there's no content inside it. So let me create card body, and inside card body we will have some class here as well, and this class will contain the icon. Class is goes to fas fake clock fa2x and text primary. Let's see. Yeah, now I need to add more classes here, right? So for the card body, what I will add is text center and padding of 4. Okay, for this div I will need rounded circle, bg primary, bg opacity 10, padding 3, display inline block, margin bottom 3. Okay, and after this icon I will create another. I will not a div, but I will go with h5, and inside h5 I'll write total load time. and the total load time would be inside S3, and it may be I don't know, let's see this one. This should be my total load time. Okay, let's check. Okay, this is cool. Let me do one thing. Okay, let me add some more classes in this card also. So for this card, border would be 0, shadow SM, padding 4, and margin bottom 5. Okay, now there is enough space here. Now let's continue our job. So for the H5, I will add more classes. So it may be text uppercase because I want it in uppercase. Yeah, and also I would make it text muted to make it more light. Yeah, a bit lighter. And what next? Maybe small. Yeah, small. And then margin. Do I need margin? Maybe a little bit of margin. Yeah. So let's go to this thing then. Maybe text primary, margin bottom 0. Let's see. Yeah, this is cool. This is almost similar. Yeah. So for the body, let me add class of busy light. Yeah, this is looking nice now. Now after I've done this first one, I can easily, copy and paste this section to make more columns, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 boxes. Yeah, cool. So let me change all of these things. So this one is total load time, fine. And for the second one, I will need DNS lookup. DNS lookup. For the third one, server response. And then connection time, SSL time, and then finally page size. Okay, page size won't be in millisecond, maybe 97.3 KB, something like this. Yeah. The only thing now remaining is the color, right? So for the color thing, let me go through each of them. First one is fine. So for the second one, which is the DNS lookup, I'll make it success, and this also success. Let's see. Yeah, this looks good. For the third one, which is server response, this one is the server response, so this, it won't be primary, it would be info. Cool. Then this should be warning danger, and for this one it should be warning. This one it should be danger. Cool. And for the last one, page size, it should be a different thing, and it should be secondary, right? Primary, not primary, secondary. No, not this one, but this one. Nice. So as you can see, we have already created the design for our tool. Now let's make it working and functional. So let's check one thing first. Where is our input? Here is the input, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna catch the post event, right? So let me do one thing after the form. Where is the form? So here what I can do is I can start my PHP and then check if it is a post request. So if server request method equals to post. Okay, let me close this one and open it again so that, okay, the color combination looks good. Now I need to grab the URL, and that will be in $_post URL. For security purposes, you can validate it using filter var post URL filter validate URL. Okay. So if there is some URL, what I need to do is now I need to calculate and analyze all the performance metrics. So for analyzing the performance metrics, I need to execute or I need to open that URL, right? So what I will be using here is I will be using curl request. So I will init my curl request with the URL and I'll set some of the options for it. Okay. Set option. For the ch, the first option would be curl opt return transfer. Return transfers equals true. I need to set multiple options like this. Okay. The second one would be curl option header. Header true. The third one could be nobody true. Then after I can have maybe SSL verifier verify peer. It should be false. Maybe I don't need other options. There are a lot of other options, but this should be enough for now. So let's do the request, actual request. Curl execute the cs thing. Okay. Now we have already executed or opened or made a request to that URL that user has inputted from the form. Now I need to calculate all those metrics. So the total time would be curl get info from the ch. What I need is curl info total time. This is what I needed for the total time. So I'll be getting much more metrics now. Maybe DNS time and then connect time followed by SSL time, HTTP code. Maybe this should be enough. And finally, I need to close the curl. Okay, so I need to correct these things now. Total time is fine. For the DNS time, name lookup time. For connection time, connect time. SSL app connect time. For the HTTP code. Okay, fine. Now let's populate these values now. So for the total time, here is the total time. What I need to do is I need to echo the total time. Let's see if it is working or not. Let's check for one of my websites. Okay, maybe we're having some error. I don't think we have any error here. Let me see if we have something here or not. This is a post request? Yeah, I am here. So if there is URL, I can see the URL. Yes, I can. Oh, the thing that I'm missing here is maybe I need to have all this HTML inside the if condition. I'll show this only if I have something to result here. Okay. So after this is finished, I need to open my PHP again. Let's see. Now, what's the issue here? I think there is an issue. Let me see. So what I can check here is maybe the total time. So we don't have a total time here. We have the URL. All right. There's already error here. This is okay. This is fine. This is header. This is nobody. This is SSL verify peer. And then call execute. For get info, ch with core info total time, name lookup time, connect time, app connect time, and HTTP code. All these things are correct. So what's the issue here? Why am I getting error? Okay, this bracket is closed here and this bracket closes here. That's cool. Let's see for this one. This is fine. The error is only on the post request. Yeah, only for the post request. Let me remove all of these things. Yeah, this is fine now. Means error is here. Let's not execute it for now. Yeah, the error is in this and in one of these lines. Okay, one of these lines. What's the issue here? Maybe this one? No. Yeah, and until here it is working fine. Oh, transfer. Maybe that was the issue. Okay, so we already have the load time. Okay, in the same way we can also do with the DNS lookup time, and this will be DNS time. For the server response we can use which time? Okay, it's not a time, it's HTTP code. For the connection time we can use connect time. For the SSL time we can use SSL time. Page size, we need to calculate the page size. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is working great. And if you want to round off these figures, you can easily do that. Let me show you with one of them. Let me show you for the total time. Okay, so for the total load time, how you can round off is you will call the function round and round off this value multiplied by 1000 comma 2. This will be in millisecond. Okay, yeah, this should be in millisecond. That was in second and not millisecond. Okay, so I need to correct each of these. This is not millisecond, this is second. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for DNS time, the same thing, round off DNS time into 1000 by 2 decimal places. Code, I don't need to round off this thing. Round off connect time multiplied by 1000 by 2 decimal places. Same thing with SSL time. multiplied by 1000 by 2 decimal places, and page size is remaining. Okay, yeah, this is great. I need to populate which website I'm currently seeing the stats. So I will do is value equals post URL, and just make sure you don't get any error messages if there is nothing in post. Yeah, this is for the sports graph. If I want it for youth forum, I can get it for youth forum as well. So let's calculate the page size now. So for the page size, it's very easy. We do have the response here. This is the response that we got after loading that URL. So I'll get the content as file date contents URL. I can use this thing easily. So page size would be, if there is content, then string length of the content, and if there is no content, its size is 0. Now I can use page size here. So for page size also, what we need to do, we need to make sure that the page size is converted into KB. Okay, so for this, first let me say the $page size. I need to convert it into KB. So divided by 1024, round off by 2 decimal places. So this should be it. Let's see. No, there's some issue here. It's not round. Yeah, it's working fine for youth forum. And let me check for a sports cup. Yeah, it's going good. We can also check it for any website you want. Suppose let me check for youtube.com. See, this is working fine. For maybe twitter.com. Cool. So we are ready with our website performance analyzer tool. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You already know that I have provided a link in my video description below, and you can have access to all of the source code from that link. Please subscribe us for more interesting and useful videos like this. This much for today. Cheers, guys.